Hi there, Brian Miller here. I appreciate people watching some of these videos, and some people have commented. Really appreciate that a lot. Definitely going to start doing these more and kind of building it up to when I start having some actual interviews on the channel. I wanted to bring something to people's attention, even if it's just a couple of you that have watched this. So there is Professor Avi Loeb, if you haven't seen this, is doing a pretty cool thing here called the Galileo Project. And this is a Facebook group that he started. He's got a public announcement. And, I think this is wonderful. So I wanted to share that with you. Definitely that's Monday at 10 a.m. And that's pretty cool. And, one of the reasons why that's interesting is because Avi Loeb is actually creating something new. And I want to talk to you, just show you something about this, which is really interesting. So there is a historian of science by the name of Michel Foucault. He's a French guy, picture of him right there. And he's done a lot of work on the sort of the birth of modern human science. He wrote some books that really talked about an interesting topic where the sciences started to study man, because it wasn't always the case that human beings were an object of scientific study. And he kind of tried to understand how this came about. And this is one of the ways he stated his conclusion. And this ties into what Dr. Loeb is doing. You can see in this quote here, he talks about, the epistemological field, like the knowledge that they had. He said there was no philosophies or political opinions, no empirical sciences. There was basically nothing. And because there was no science of man. And then, he says, why did we get a science of man? And he rejects the idea that it was, people getting smarter. And at the end here, he says, these sciences appeared when man, and again, the language is gendered, but you get the point, right? They appeared when man constituted himself in Western culture as both that which must be conceived and of that which must be known. And what he's basically saying in this quote is that, in his opinion, there was a time in the human sciences where people just decided to start making something new. And that's, and I bring this point up in that quote because that's exactly what Loeb's trying to do here, I think. And so I think this is great. This is very productive. And I must say that, I'm very impressed with Avi Loeb and his book, Extraterrestrial. And, hope I get the chance to chat with him in the not too distant future and ask him some questions, because I think that if you've read the book Extraterrestrial, you'll see just how many questions it is raising. And I've posted some of those on this channel, the analogy of the anthill and things like that. So be excited to see what this Galileo project is. I just wanted to throw this up there, even if it's one or two people that hear about it. That's how these things spread. So definitely, if you're interested in this subject, I think it'd be worthwhile to see what he has to say on Monday. All right, thanks.